Hi and welcome back to my channel. I am Diamond 76 Home Decor on a budget. For today's video, I am going to be showing you a small wreath that I made, a small garland that I made for my fireplace. When I say I did it from scratch, I did it from scratch. I will go over some of the stuff that I did use. I can't remember because I bought everything last year, and I'm really loving how everything came out, and I hope that you do as well. And if you want to see what I did do, then please keep on watching, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and what you're looking at, obviously, is my fireplace. And here is my homemade garland that I made from flowers. The flowers that I used were some fall flowers that I had from last year. I wish that I could tell you where everything came from, but I cannot remember where I purchased everything because I am all over the place during the fall and during the Christmas seasons. Now, what I have up here is the flowers you can see right here and right there. All I did was took the ends of the flowers and I joined them together, and I'll give you an example of that before I get ready to close out in my video. And I have these right here that I'm going to repurpose. I had these in my Christmas tree last year, and I'm going to have them in my Christmas tree again, maybe, depending, because what I may do is keep this and just take the pumpkins out and add more Christmassy items to this, because I am really loving how this garland came out. I really wanted to make something from scratch, and I really wanted to make something that meant a lot to me. Now, I did not glue anything down because I know how I like to change things out. So I did not do that, but I did secure the flowers together just to make sure that it doesn't come apart or fall apart. These right here, these are picks that I picked up last year, and I just stuck them in the garland, as well as these right here. As you can see, I have four of them. I have one here, one here, one here, and one there, because I wanted to give it that sort of kind of like glam look to represent me. And what I also wanted to do was, because of the flowers that I have right here, I made a simple floral arrangement. Let me get a little closer so you can see it, because I wanted to go with the garland that I made right here. And I'm really loving the florals that I have up here. And as you can see a little bit of kind of like burgundy in the bud of the flower. And, like I said, I wanted to keep everything toned down, but have just a splash of color in it, like the two pumpkins right here and the flowers right here. And as you all know, when I do any kind of decor or put anything together, I like for everything to be cohesive. And what I also like to do is I like to take these big glass cylinder jars, and I like to take glass cylinders that are smaller, like this one right here you see on the inside from the Dollar Tree, and it minimizes the mess, and it also helps to protect my my broken glass or anything that I have at the bottom of the jar. And that is only to keep the candle stabilized, okay? Because a lot of times when I do buy these candles from certain stores, the candles are kind of sideways or off a little bit. So when you stick them in the glass cylinder jars, they may lean to the left or lean to the front or lean to the right. And I like using broken glass or any kind of decorative anything at the bottom to help stabilize the candles, as well as, now we all know with our homes that they can be uneven, and for some odd reason the fireplace, it leans kind of like toward, it leans like toward me, and it makes it kind of uneven. So that is another reason why I like using broken glass or anything at the bottom of my candles in order to keep them stabilized and to try to keep them from burning cricket. Yes, I do burn my candles, and I forgot to light these. But yeah, I hope that you like what I did. And these pine cones right here are something I already had, and I just tucked them under just to keep this pumpkin right here lifted up because you could see the middle. And because I didn't glue it and I didn't want to glue it, I just needed something to give me a little height with this pumpkin to hide the centerpiece, that to hide the middle part, so you won't see that I kind of, you know, put it together. But yeah, this is my fireplace homemade garland that I made, and I am so happy. It really came out so beautiful. It really did. And, you know, if you do something like this, I'm telling you, the satisfaction of knowing that you did it yourself will mean a lot. Now, I will be back for my closing marks and plus to try to give you an example of how I connected the flowers. And oh, and one more thing. The reason why I use the flowers too is because of the greenery that is on the flowers. I did not have to go out and buy greenery. Now, if you want to add more greenery to it, on the bottom, you can definitely do that if you want to, but I chose not to because I didn't feel that there was a need to add more greenery to the garland. And I will be right back. I am back for my closing remarks. And I wanted to give you a quick example as to how I put the garland together. Now, these are just two small flowers, but the ones that I used were much longer. Excuse me. They were much longer. And what I was able to do was I took the ends of the flowers and I put them together like this, okay? It did leave me with a opening right here in the middle. So I tried to push them as close as I could together as possible. What I also did was I took some twist ties. If you ever have done bows, then, excuse me, then you know the kind of twist ties that I'm talking about that you can pick up anywhere during the Christmas holidays. And what I did was I put one here, okay, and one here. And that allowed the flowers to not move at all, because when I got ready to place my picks inside of them, I didn't want it, like if I didn't tie them down, they would have been shifting like this or moving. So I wanted them to be stationary. So that's the reason why I tied them down. And in order to, hide the middle part, that is where I stuck my pumpkins at, was right here in the middle, okay? And that allowed you not to be able to see the opening right here. And like I said, because the flowers that I used were long, I was able to place the picks as I was going down to achieve the look that I wanted. And using picks, which I did not know anything about until I started YouTube, okay, were a great way for me to create my garland, okay? And again, remember, take the ends of the flowers, okay, and put them together like this. Tie them down. If you only wanted to put one in the middle, then you can definitely do that. The reason why I use one here and one here. And so that way, when I started off with the first pick, then it went right into the tie, and it didn't, you know, the pumpkin did not move or shift. And because it was tight together, it allowed me to use my picks as I was going down. Okay, and I'm sorry that I repeated myself, but I wanted to make sure that you understood what I did. And just give you a quick example, you can take these two short flowers right here, okay? And you may not need to put a tie in the middle, but what I did was I can place them here like this, and voila, okay? Okay, I like that. Once I did that, now I want to do everything like that. Well, maybe not. I don't know. But I hope that you enjoyed my channel, and I do apologize again that I couldn't show you from the ground up how I built the garland, but I was just giving you an example as to how I did it. I did not know what I was doing. That was my second time doing that, and I'm not a professional or anything like that. But if you like my content, please thumbs up my video. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my video. And don't forget to click that bell for any video uploads or any video notifications. And if you want to join me on my Instagram, please do. Join me at Diamond2872. I would be happy to have you on my Instagram as well. And as I always say, and I was just looking around to make sure there wasn't anything else I wanted to tell you. But as I always say at the end of my videos, always remember to put that diamond touch on anything that you decide to do. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.